Hi, Ridvan.
Hey Thomas, how are you?
Good. I'm trying to. Should I put the link to this on chat and see if we can get people in there?
No, I already. Yeah, you can put. No. If they just refresh the screen, it's already embedded now in the chat.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
So,
gonna I'm gonna remove the other one that you have in there.
okay. So I'm going to tell them to go back and enter the meeting again.
All they gotta do is just refresh the screen.
So if they refresh the screen, you mean if they go back to the meeting and they refresh the screen, then what will happen?
If they go to sessions, so all they
Uh,
gotta do is just go to session.
and then what?
Then they will see them. They will see us.
Okay. Hi, Ridvan.
Hey Thomas, how are you?
Hey, good. Should I put the link to this
So
on
you might want to
chat
pause
and
it in
see if
there.
we can get people in there?
No, I already. Thomas. Yeah, you can put.
Yeah, what?
No. If they just refresh the screen, it's already embedded now in the chat. So go ahead and pause it in there.
Okay.
Get out of that screen. So I'm gonna remove the other one that you
Okay,
have in.
got it. Okay. So I'm gonna.
Okay, we're good.
Hang on a minute, I gotta close my microphone or something.
No, I'm good. It was on my side actually.
Oh, okay.
So we're good to go now. Let's see if I'll just should make exceptions for Google for Kosovo. Okay, let me see if everybody can hear us.
I heard that, Ridvan.
Can everyone hear us? So I'll see if they can hear us.
Okay.
Please go back to. So I guess they put a restriction to use our own tool, so we're gonna have to try the next session using our tool.
So, are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you guys.
So, Hangout's not going to work either?
No, Hangout is gonna work.
Okay.
Okay. So let me just tell for everybody. I'm gonna write here, so everybody that is not connected, they should refresh the screen.
Are you chatting in the chat session? Is that where you're doing that?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so let's see. I gotta get out of this meeting here.
Okay. So I just typed for everybody that if they can not hear us, all they gotta do is refresh the screen, and they should be able to land into the monitor where they can see us.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll see. So we should have. Let's see. There are 16 people online, 17. So 17 people should be able to hear us. And I can monitor that in the Google Hangout. Right now we have 4. So not everybody is able to see us. They have not refreshed the screen. So we'll have to wait maybe 1 or 2 more minutes.
Okay.
So while we're waiting, I am going to grab my charger because my laptop is running out of battery.
Good idea.
Yep, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Can you guys hear me? I feel like there's a bunch of people here, but I can't hear anybody. I don't know whether I'm in the right meeting. Maybe I'm in the wrong meeting. I'm with Ridvan. Hey, Ridvan, do I need to close this live meeting that you've got me in and go to the course?
Which one?
You sent me an invitation to a live meeting that's just you and me. Do I need to get out of this one and go to the course?
No, you're good. So
Okay.
you and me are going to be in this meeting.
Uh-huh.
However, everybody else can watch us. So they are actually able to see us. There are 6 people that are able to see us now.
Okay. Somebody says I am connected to the server but can't see or hear. I'm not sure who that somebody is. Oh, that's Rasim.
So what they need to do is refresh the screen.
Okay.
How do you turn off the sound on this? Let's see. Hey Thomas,
Yes, sir.
anywhere in the, I think I left that. Let me go back. Courses. I left the course area.
You looked at the course area?
So let me see. There are 8 people that are able to see us. So I'm gonna wait for everybody to come in because we have 17 in the lobby inside the course.
Okay.
But only 8 are able to see us. So I need to. Let's wait one more minute. So by the way, you see that sound that comes from the chat window, tuck tuck?
Yep, I heard that.
If you want to turn that off, you would have to click. You'd have to click anywhere on the white space inside the chat and then say disable sounds.
Is that a right click or any click? Oh, in the clack here. In the. Oops, somebody's calling me. Let's see what that is. Hang on a minute. This is Thomas. That was a call from Bainbridge Island.
From who?
That was a call from Bainbridge Island. Aren't you on Bainbridge Island?
No, I'm about 15 hours away with airplane.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I thought you
I'm
used to live on Bainbridge Island, though.
Yeah. So we have 10 people right now. I guess we can keep going. And then this session is recorded, so whoever cannot log in right now, I guess they can watch the recorded session. So
Okay.
I'll pass it to you, Thomas. So I guess you can take it from here, and I'll be listening in.
I'm calling Arlinda on Skype. She's going to listen in. Okay, Arlinda, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. She couldn't get into the menu, so she's calling me on Skype. Hey, guys, this is Thomas. Ridvan's with us as well. Anybody who have something to ask the group or ask us about this course or about WEK Online?
So questions first, huh?
Or people could just say anything they want. Who wants to have the floor?
Well, they actually cannot say anything they want. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
What they can do. So right now, the way that the Hangout is going to work is where they can only listen in and they can put questions on the chat window inside the course.
Okay.
Until I figure out to remove that limitations with 5 people, then we can use our own tools, and in there we can pass the microphone.
Super. Now,
Yeah.
Arlinda, did you have a question since you can actually talk to us?
I just hear you and read one.
Yes. Do you want to ask a question about the course or make a comment about what you see?
No.
Yeah, come on, you're braver than that.
Okay.
One
So
of the things that somebody who shall remain nameless was saying is that it's kind of boring because you can't people don't talk to each other enough in the course, and I think that the chat, when she tries to chat people, people don't. You can't tell who's chatting, who else is on, you know. Or do people know when you try to chat somebody? Is there a way for a person to know that chatting is happening?
Yeah, if you are inside the course, then whoever is chatting is gonna make a little sound, and it'll show like the message coming in.
Oh, so it's going to be that pop, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be that pop?
Right, it's gonna sound with that pop, and then you can see who is chatting. So, for example, right now, Artan Ahmed is about to write something, and then as soon as you can roll over the icon to find out what's the name. If you want to see who is online at the same time, you click on the back button, and then on the main menu, you will see on green. Right now, it's 18 people online, actually inside the course.
Uh-huh.
So you can click on that number, and you'll be able to see a list of all people online. Now, you cannot chat privately with students.
I see. So if you want to talk about, if I want to talk about Arlinda to Trim, for example, I have to make sure that Arlinda is not going to get mad at me for what I say about her. And when I want to talk to Arlinda about Trim, I have to make sure that I'm saying something nice about Trim to Arlinda.
Everybody is going to see each other's comments. As of now, there is no private chatting. It's only a classmate, a group chatting.
Actually, I like that, because that means that, you know, it keeps us in a community together, and we don't have exclusive conversations, like, you know, excluding people. So I think it's great to have conversations where everybody's included. That's great.
And one more thing, all these chats are being archived. So if you keep scrolling up, it will load previous chat, and it goes back in history from the time that we started this. So 10 years from now, you can scroll back in the archive what you did 10 years before.
Okay.
So that's about chatting, and there's two more menus in there. There's a menu to write to the instructor, so it will shoot an email to you and me, actually, because I'm the instructor in the course. And then there is another place to write to our tech support team. So we'll shoot an email to the EDMO tech support team.
Most people will want to write me, Ridvan, not you.
That's right. That's why I put you as the main guy.
Yeah, these guys like me more than you. I did a survey, and they all told me they like me better than you. No, that's not true, of course.
That's because you don't have the mustache, man. See, I got the mustache here. You have.
I know. I grew a mustache once, and I decided I didn't like that guy in the mirror. So.
Well, all right. Well, I'm gonna meet with everybody on June the 12th. We might have a virtual session, so you can join in. But everybody that has won the scholarship, I've sent an email to everybody, and I'm gonna follow up. So on June 12th, we're meeting at the Innovation Center of Kosovo. Let me paste that in. I will also paste this in our chat window so everybody can see the address. But I'll keep reminding one more time with the address. Give me 1 second. So this is the address that we're meeting on June 12th at, I believe it was 11 a.m. I'll have to double check.
And where did you put that address?
So I'm gonna put that here on the chat window inside the course.
Inside the course, not in.
Nobody's hooked up to the Google Hangout.
Oh, so, I see. So they can't actually chat on the Google Hangout, is that right?
No, because I don't want to use Google Hangout for next sessions. We are just using it now just because the limitations that we had with our tool.
Okay.
But in the future, we will, we're not going to use Google Hangout. It'll be our session.
Is there any truth to the rumor that you're going to give me a plane ticket to fly to that meeting?
That's going to be close to possible.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't even have a passport, so I couldn't go.
Well,
If
you
you
are
were,
definitely. I
let's
think.
work it this way. Let's say you have a ticket for me, but I can't go because I don't have a passport. That makes it my fault. No.
That's right.
I
Let me
would
see if
like to
it's at
go. That
11
would be
a.m.
fun.
Let me see if it's at 11 a.m. ICK. Give me 1 second. Let me double check this real fast. Okay, let's see. I know it's June 12, which is next week, right?
Yes.
So let's see. We have June 12 at 11 a.m. Yes. So everyone, I'm gonna follow up with an email, okay? But you should have already gotten the email. We're meeting at the ICK building on June 12 at 11 a.m. The
That's
agenda of that meeting,
that's a week from today, next Thursday.
is that right? Yeah. So that's next Thursday. That's right. So, and the agenda is to pretty much kickstart the Washington Education in Kosovo, the program. We're gonna mention everybody that has won the scholarship. There's people outside our community, so it's not only the students of WEK. We have invited other students from the ICK community and some others. The room will only hold about 120 people, so we have majority of them coming from people that won the scholarship. So whoever cannot fit in, I guess I'm gonna ask to RSVP so we can have another meeting, I guess. But we'll see. Okay, Thursday. Here's a Google map. So thank you, Artan. Artan Ahmeti put the Google address of that building. And see, Thomas, you don't speak Albanian, so
I'm working on it. Definitely working on it.
Yeah, I'm the only one that understand what they're writing, so I guess
That's okay. They're
okay.
talking about me.
No. Yeah. Okay. So I guess Thomas, would you like to just go over the other sessions?
Go over them, sort of talk
Like,
about them.
go over the course, like what the course is gonna contain, and see if there's any questions for the other sessions.
Well, these guys are pretty smart. I think they've already been through the sessions and seen what they are. You guys have seen my video, and I hope that it's not too terrible. I did it about 5 times, and it got worse every time. So you can watch that video, and I apologize in advance that it's not as good as I'd like. I tried to get Brad Pitt to do it for me, but he wasn't available. So,
Yeah.
So now, you know that the second one is about program goals, and there's a discussion in there about what you want from WEK Online. Everybody wants to work at Microsoft, and there is a session on, and you guys know that our goal for this program is to make sure that you guys are competent in programming and you're able to get contract work as soon as right after finishing this program. The longer it takes for you to get employed from the day you graduate from something, the less likely it is you're going to get employed. So we want you fully ready to be employed the day you finish this program. Of work under your belt. That's our goal. And so the next section is about best practices, and I think that there's all kinds of ways to talk about best practices, lots of secrets that everybody has on becoming better with studying. My hope is that you guys are going to be able to work together. since you're all learning the same thing and doing, you're doing projects that are the same, to be able to talk together about those projects is a great way to learn. And that's a really big secret. It's hard to learn alone. It's great to learn with your friends. So Arlinda's chatting me too. She tried to get into the meeting. She didn't get in. She tried to do it with Skype, and we lost her call. So she's very frustrated. I don't blame her.
Yeah, she just wrote me. It's her internet connection, so
yeah.
she can watch the recorded version, I guess.
Yep.
So her internet connection is very low, and it's not taking all of this. So.
Yeah, it's not. It happens. No problem. It's just that I'm just sharing her frustration. It's not against systems or anything. It's just she's frustrated. She wanted to be part of this. So, what I want is for you guys to ask me questions about this program. Anything I can answer or Ridvan can answer about what's going to be in this program. As you know, the second module, which was about, let's see, I should just share my screen, shouldn't I, Ridvan?
You can, yes.
Yeah, I can share my screen. I'm going to share my screen, guys. So here's my screen. Can you see my screen? I don't know whether it's. Let's see if I can make it full screen. Maybe that'll help. There you go. So here we are with. I want to look at, instead of this, let's look at program goals. And I put in here one of these. Where is it? I'm trying to find out which one has the curriculum. Here it is. This one. Yeah, I didn't even mention that. This one has the curriculum. It lists the different courses that you're going to be covering for the first year. The fundamentals of programming, project-oriented. I want to take these courses myself. Web development with PHP and MySQL Server. You can use PHP and Flash, can't you, Ridvan?
Yes. So let me talk about the program actually, real briefly. Thomas, if you can mute yourself, because I think there's that ticking from the chat coming up.
It could be. I will mute myself. Hang on a minute.
In Google Hangout, there's a button at the top.
You want to share your screen and me stop sharing?
Sure, but there's also a mute button. If you can do that for me, that'll be easier, I guess. You there? Okay, I think you're muted now. Okay, so I guess let me share my screen. I mentioned this before, but I'll mention this again, and we'll also talk about this when we have our live meeting on the 12th with everybody. So the goal, as we have talked for so many times, is to really make you a quality software engineer, so then we can outsource work to you, or you can build up your own product and we stimulate you with resources where maybe you can build the next WhatsApp or whatnot, you know. So we really want to stimulate every student to push forward and build their own product. But initially, of course, you're going to be joining our other engineers, and some of you guys have already come to our offices in Pristina and met with some of our engineers, but you'll be joining them on their projects and then working with them together, and eventually we're hoping that you can come up with your own product and we help you with resources. When I say resources, I'm talking about funds. I'm talking about bringing your engineers to work together as a team. So that's the idea. So if you keep these two in mind, work for gigantic corporations such as Microsoft and Amazon, or build your own product, and then we help you to raise that product to the next level and hopefully penetrate the market. So, and the end goal on all of this is really to stimulate the economy of our country. So that's why this school is dedicated to Kosovars, to Kosovo, so Washington Education in Kosovo. The instructors that are willing to teach at this school are very unique. These instructors, they don't teach in US because they don't have to. They are directors of big corporations. These guys don't have to teach. But they're also hiring managers. So that's their will to contribute to Kosovo, where they can hire you on the spot. And I'm going to mention the director of EA Sports. He will be hiring from his course on the spot. So after you graduate from the first year, he's the one who's going to tell me, okay, I like these guys to do internship with us. So that's the reason I got these unique instructors, where even University of Washington wishes they had them. Okay, this is really important, so you know. Even big universities in America wish that they had such instructors. We're talking about a senior architect from Microsoft that built the entire kernel of the operating system, John Hatch. He's the one who's going to teach. We have now coming up a senior scientist of Intel from the San Francisco area. Intel is the guys that make the computer chip. Now, I've talked to him, and he's just amazing, and he's willing to teach at WEK Online. And the instructors that I'm trying to puzzle together for our school, again, are the hiring managers. So it's important that you do well, that you give your 100%. Just like Thomas said, I wish I was a student too. I wish I could have learned from these guys, okay? So this is a gift, I would put it that way, for people in Kosovo. And I think we have a great team. We have been very careful on selecting who should come on board for Washington Education in Kosovo. And out of close to 2,000 students from Unyam Koder, we have selected about 100 now. You know, this number has not been public, but we're about 100 on who we feel that should move forward. Now we're gonna kickstart this project. Remember, our goal was to reach 400, which I think we could reach that by September. But regardless whether we reach 400 or not, we're gonna continue with this project. I think the interest is just amazing. We've had great feedback from different directions. We've had support from the media here local. We've had support from companies local, and now I am in Kosovo. I'm getting a lot more support from different organizations, institutions locally. But again, the goal is hopefully that what we are pitching here in the country to produce 5,000 to 10,000 engineers in 5 years and outsource work to them. So I wanted to mention that, and we're also going to talk about that in our agenda on June 12th. All right, is everybody online? Because I just kept talking. Thomas, did you hear me? Or did I just... Okay, great.
You did great. I was going to say that, so not only are our students here going to make programs, but they're also going to make an economy for Kosovo. By they're going to generate income, that money that will come into Kosovo that otherwise wouldn't be part of the economy. So they're going to be adding to the economy.
Yep, that's the goal. Yeah, if we imagine 10,000 engineers in the country, and I'll throw this number, it's public, where we average about $2,000 per engineer per month. That is what, $20 million coming into the country monthly. So imagine now if we can increase that to 20,000 or 100,000 engineers, then we'll be a small Indian town, right? So you know, towns in India have more than 2 million people, right? And some of the stories that I've heard, what they've done to reach out to great standards within their cities is outsourcing work to tech companies in the West. So I think this is a great perspective for us. And again, my mission is to contribute to the country this way. So, and I believe that we can reach that level. It's not something new. It's a proven model. So we are already doing it with the capacity of engineers that we have, right? Engineers at Real Visuals, engineers at ED-on-Go. It's already working. So this is a proven model. We just want to increase this number of engineers to a lot more, right? Anyway, so let me, since I work together with the instructors to put the curriculum together, I'm going to talk briefly about the curriculum. And I'm going to share my screen again. So, Thomas, let me know when you see my screen.
Okay.
You see it? Okay, great.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go here on the home page. Now, this is extremely important. Every course that you see here has a final project, okay? What we want to do, the process that we want to take you to complete your degree here at WEK is to build a profile or a portfolio with every course you see here being your own project. Now you're gonna personalize the project, and I'm gonna take an example. One of the courses we did at Unyam Koder, just so you can have an idea as an example, where we had one of the projects in there where we built a game on how the cat catches the mouse, okay? But then you guys went and changed that and adapted with your own graphics and your own story. Some of you guys did how the player catches the ball, and then you put obstacles in there. So you adapted the project for yourself under your own branding and whatnot, with your own graphics. So similarly, all of these projects that we're going to do in every course, you're going to adapt that to your own project. So for example, there is a course about iOS apps, so apps for iPhone and iPads. So then you're going to actually build an iOS app, put it in the App Store, and it's going to be your own app. So whether you'd like to give it for free or give it a number in there, a paid app, you can do that. But would like to critique that app, so the instructors are going to critique that app. You're going to have local support in Kosovo, and to a level where maybe your app can take off. Who knows? But anyways, we'd like to build all of these projects into your portfolio. So then what we do is we take your portfolio or your profile and we put that in front of the hiring managers at Microsoft, EA Sports, and Amazon, and these big guys, and say, here's a guy that you can hire for iOS development. And believe it or not, even Microsoft builds iOS apps, or they need people from iOS apps. But regardless, with Microsoft, we have connections with different corporations here in US. So that's how it's going to work. That's every project is going to build your portfolio, and we're going to present that to the big corporations. Now, on the other side, my passion is really to stimulate you to come up with your own product. That's why I'm talking to Innovation Center of Kosovo, where they are in this incubation kind of area or environment, where we stimulate students to come up with their own products, and then we give them funds and we give them resources to make their products successful. So, hopefully Kosovo builds the next WhatsApp, and you guys know how much WhatsApp was sold. If Kosovo had gotten that money inside, WhatsApp, by the way, for you guys that haven't heard of WhatsApp was sold for, I believe it was 18 or 19 billion dollars. It's a mobile app. It's a brilliant idea, but it's a very easy app to build. So imagine if employees or students from Kosovo build that app. Now imagine what would that mean for the country. So that's the idea, by the way. Parallel to outsourcing work, would like to stimulate you to build your own products. Okay, any questions, anyone? I guess I'm gonna keep this. We're gonna keep this session short, Thomas. Next one, we're gonna hopefully take out the limitations for our own app, for our own tool for the live session. So then you can use that, and everybody should be able to use that on the next session.
Cool. Okay.
If there's any question here, if we
Yeah, it's interesting. You have to keep going back and forth from the session to. They should have downloaded it for free, not buy it for 19 billion. Yeah, pirated it, you mean?
Well, no, Facebook bought it, right?
Yeah, Sharif is kidding. He's saying they should have downloaded it for free instead of buying it for 19 billion.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a good joke. But it's a very, I'm telling you, you know, that app, our engineers in Kosovo could have built that within like a month.
Yeah.
But you know, it's not only about the product. It's also about the marketing and how you penetrate the market. And so we're gonna bring all of these resources to you, all of the experience that we have, and bring that to you know, our students at WEK. So
we have a question from Trim. He says he has a question, so he's typing it now. It's great when we have somebody watching the chat, right, Ridvan?
That's right. I think we have. Let's see. Let me stop sharing my screen because then I see all this. So we have 15 people live watching it. Mm-hmm. And we have 17 in the chat, I guess, because you and I are the other two. So right. Everybody's watching. Okay, so let's see.
So Trim asked the main subject for the first year at WEK. He wants to know if these courses that will start in September, if they have a limited time to finish. That's a good question. Do you want to answer that, Ron?
Yes. So I'm going to go to wekonline.com. And I'm not sharing my screen, am I? Yeah. So I'm going to share my screen again.
And we don't see it yet. I'll tell you when we see it. Now we see it.
Okay. So if you go to wekonline.com and then go to students, okay? This is a very important page, which I know you already put this in one of the sessions. That's great. But I'd like to just come here. It's a little bit more space here. So if you look at this here, this will answer Trim's question as well. You see that we have 1 quarter is equal to 9 weeks. So 1 course is 9 weeks. There are 3 courses that are starting in September. Okay. Now I'm gonna mention something that has not maybe been mentioned before. So these 3 courses are going to start with whatever students have been gathered up till September. If there are 400, that's great. But we're not going to stop the enrollment if we have not reached the 400 students yet. So whoever didn't make it in September, they can join in January. So the same courses will be offered in January. But now in January, there's going to be these 3 main courses. The 3 first courses. And there are going to be another 3 courses from the curriculum. So in January, there will be 6 courses that will be given. So whoever starts new will start with the first 3. Has already started in September, will keep going with the other 3 set of courses. Does that make sense? So you can always join every quarter. You don't have to wait till next year to join next September. Okay.
There's one thing I might want to add to clarify what is asked there. The course will start on a certain date, and there will be. I don't know what that is. Is that? Oh, that's in your computer. Okay. So there's going to be assignments, and you'll start in a certain part of the course, like a session, and you'll have to work that session together yourselves. I mean, at the same time. So everybody's going to start on September 1st or whatever the start is, and for the first week they'll be studying a certain part of the course, and they'll have assignments and discussions. So everybody's working through the same material at the same time. So you can't start the course in November or January or October and go at your own pace. You're going to go through the course as a group.
Absolutely. So these are not self-paced courses. So this is a very good point. Comparing to Unyam Coder, okay, comparing to the courses that we have at the Free Academy, where over there are self-paced courses. You can finish whenever you have time to finish, right? These are courses that are set when the date starts and it ends. So everybody finishes that course as a group. So that's very important. Yes, Thomas. It's very important to mention that. So you have deadlines for quizzes, deadlines for your assignments, deadline for the final project. Everything is now, there's a limitation. There's deadlines for everything on the courses. Okay, and if you go to this page, this is a very informative page. You have 2 live sessions from the instructors from US. Okay, and during those live sessions, there could be, the instructor will probably discuss the projects, the bits and pieces of the projects, depending on the time, on the week that they're at, or give you feedback on how the project is built and things of that nature. So there will be 2 live sessions, okay, and there's again 1 final project. If you scroll down here, you will see the weekly activities for the course. So participation. Every day you are encouraged to collaborate with your classmates in the course stream, a forum designated like a Facebook newsfeed. So wherever you see the course lounge area, that's where you are encouraged to participate. Those will count towards your final credit of the course. So if you are very passive and you do not answer any questions or you don't collaborate with others, that's going to affect your grade a little bit. Now you'll see the rubrics of the course, what will affect your grade when you actually enter the course, okay? Now there's going to be quizzes, so your quizzes, there's going to be quizzes every week, I believe, for every course, and just to assess your knowledge within that week, what you have gained. And then there's assignments, and the assignments are pieces or small puzzle of the project. So the final project is where you deliver that, and then throughout the weeks you will have assignments that will build up to the final project. Okay, so usually that's how the assignments are going to be set. Now if you don't pass the final exam, we put that in big letters, you don't pass the course. Remember, the main goal of every course is for you to have a very solid final project, which we can add that into your portfolio. So if you pass all the quizzes, you do great in participation, but then you just don't want, you don't finish the final project, and then you just give up on it, or you don't care about finishing the final project, you will not pass the course. You will have to retake the course. Okay? So let's see. Did that answer the question?
I think so. Hey, Ridvan, I'm going to have to step out myself because I have another meeting I'm going to be late for.
I'm actually already late for my meeting, so I'm gonna have to cut this short this time. But next time, let's hope we can use our own tool. I'm gonna figure out how we can remove the limitation.
Now, you guys who have questions, any questions remaining, you can send those to me if you want. If we haven't answered any questions, send them to me, or put them on the comments on this session. The live session. Click on the comments and type your question in there, and I'll make sure that we get answers to you guys. Okay?
All right.
See everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Thomas. I'm gonna have to go too, but let's talk about the next live session whenever we have that, and then keep going with this. So this is a great start. Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of the evening.
And we'll be smoother next week.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Thomas.
Bye, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.